Guys, Green Reel Man here again. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to take care of your bait casting reels. Pretty simple, not as in-depth as the saltwater reels are, but still just as important. Today I've got a Fluger Patriot sitting here, and I left the front part off so I can show you guys how to oil your worm gear or your worm gear shaft and stuff like that. So I'm going to bring the camera over here and show you what to do. Set it down here on here again. Like once again, I am on my own, so bear with me. Okay. Right here is your worm gear shaft. And this is your pawl. You want to put a drop of oil on here in your pawl every so often, and down in your worm gear shaft you want to do the same. Now if you're down like on a gravel road or something like that, or real dusty, you're going to want to take like an air hose and brush this out, or blow this out, excuse me. Get the dirt and everything out of there, because basically all you're doing is just creating, it's like sandpaper. You're going to wear down your pawl is what you're going to wind up doing. And then afterwards, after you do that, you want to take your handle off here on these, hold down on the drag star, and just unscrew the handle backwards like so. Pull this out, make sure you don't lose the spring inside. And then here you expose the bearing. You want to put a drop of oil down here in your bearing. And while you've got that off, take your drag control, your spool tension knob off. Some of them have bearings inside of here, and this one it doesn't. You want to put a drop of oil. There's a bearing down inside of here. You want to put a drop of oil in that bearing. You want to put a drop of oil on that shaft. And after you do that, you can go ahead and put your cap back on. And then you can go ahead and put once you put your drop of oil and everything in here, you can go ahead and put your spring back on in here. Get this line back up here. Your drag star. You've got grooves in it. You want to make sure you get it back in the same way you got it off. Push down on there, hold it down. Some of them have just a screw that hold this on. You can pull this off, like on the Ambassadors and the Shimanos and stuff like that. Flugers and Revos are pretty much the only ones that I know of that are like this, where you have to push down on the star to unscrew your handle. Hold down on the star again. Get your handle back on there pretty good. Make sure it's tight. Make sure your drag star is working again. And sometimes on these, on the Flugers, this one per se doesn't have it, but it has a release. You can take the side, your magnetic side off, and there's usually a bearing on the inside here. You want to put a drop of oil on here too. And once you do that, that's pretty much it on here. You want to keep it clean. Like I said, blow this out every so often. Keep the dirt and everything out of it. These caps on your handles here, you can pull these out with a screwdriver. Be very careful pulling them out so you don't rip the rubber on your handles, and you can put a couple drops of oil on these as well. And once again, you want to keep a reel cover. I cannot stress enough. Keep them covered, even if you're, sorry about that. Lost control of the camera again. Keep it covered. Keeps it from getting boat rash. Like I said, this is regular Baitcast reel cover. Real simple, $6, $200 reel. You want to keep it covered up. Whenever you're not in use, pretty much just again slide it in. And this is the kind of cover you don't have to take it off your rod as well. And then bam, you're done. A couple seconds. You keep this in the boat, it keeps it from getting boat rash and stuff again, like I said, so it keeps it from getting worn. If you want to find out more, you can go to www.greenreelman.com. And if you have any questions, you can write me as well. It's ed@greenreelman.com. Thanks for watching.